Yeah. Is it okay now?
Yes, yes. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. What about you?
Sam here with little bit things that made my life little bit uneasy far through 3 or 4 days back.
Okay, so we are meeting very first time. So may I know a little bit about yourself?
Sure, ma'am. Thank you. So my name is Jashpal Singh and I am from Jammu and Kashmir. And if I were talk about my education, I have completed masters in political science. And if I were talk about my hobbies, reading books is my hobby. The most one is philosophical books. And right now, I'm working on this language like English because I believe that this is how I can improve my communication skills. And at the moment, you can say that I'm a YouTuber because few days back I've started this journey, and now I think 2,000 plus people are joined to me. So I think now it's my responsibility to provide some content like the basic vocabulary, urbans, daily use, these kind of practice videos. And I'm also thinking to start providing the advanced level grammar because if people joining me, maybe they
Hmm.
are with some expectation. I hope so it's my responsibility to fulfill there that I can. But basically, I'm not a trainer like people proclaim on YouTube. I'm a learner and somehow I managed to learn this language. So I'm just sharing my knowledge. That's it. So yeah, that's all about me, man.
Okay, very nice. You are running a YouTube channel, you are teaching people also, and yeah, that's great. So let me introduce myself also. As you know, I am Priyanka. I am from Gurugram, Haryana. I have completed my master's and now I am preparing for assistant professor job. Recently, I cracked UGC net exam also, so now I am preparing for interview only. So, and reading books and talking to people, these two are my hobbies. And nowadays, I'm learning this language. It is also a new hobby for me. Yeah, that's all about myself.
Okay, so you are practicing these kind of talks. You are having these kind of talks with the people, and basically serving the purpose like saying in the answer you have to face people like you are doing your daily routine.
Yeah.
So what I you know another question like when you say that I'm preparing for assistant professor, you are
Mm.
also you are running your YouTube channel, okay, right?
Yes, yes, I am running YouTube channel also, and I'm running two YouTube channel actually. One is on one channel I have more than 40K subscribers, and recently I started a English channel also. So I'm waiting for like more audience on my channel, and I'm enjoying
Okay,
whatever I'm doing.
okay, so okay, this is I think new start with the English. But what is the other channel that you are running? Like, what's it about?
Yeah, that channel is all about shopping and jewelry, fashion. Like that channel is all about for girls.
Okay, but
Yeah.
it's not. Yeah, right. That when you said that it's only for girls, but boys can also learn, isn't it?
Yes, yes, they can also watch that, but content is only for girls. Like they are they wear earrings, so that I am going to give feedback about the earring unboxing part. So that is why I am saying it is only for girls.
But girls are girls till they are not married, and once they are married, they are having the partner. And I do
Hmm.
believe that 30, at least 30% genuinely love their partners like the wife. And if they love, definitely they will land on your channel because they want something to provide to their partners, isn't it?
Right. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, so what about your place? I visited Kashmir also, and it was really nice place. Like it is really nice place, and I enjoyed a lot. I went there in 2023 November. So, would you like to tell me something about weather and living style, favorite tradition? I would like to know more about that place, that beautiful place.
For sure, I will tell you that there are many things like the most prominent. If I tell you about the language in Jammu provision, I live in Jammu provision. So there are, I think, before the removal of Article 370, there were 22 districts include 10 in Jammu provision, 10 in Srinagar provision, the two other one like Leh and Ladakh. But now after I think removal of Article 370, they are separated. So now more districts are also added, but they are under POK, Pak
Mm.
occupied Kashmir. But still we are, I think, that is under Indian control. 20 states, 10 in districts, 10 in Jammu provision and 10 in Srinagar provision. So the my
Yeah.
district name is Udhampur. I live in Udhampur. It is just northern part of the Jammu provision, and
Mm.
basically the things that you mentioned right now, you witness in the Srinagar, same is here. Like we are also used to be, I think, witness two things like summer is good and winter as well. Because if you check my YouTube channel, I uploaded some content like some videos because I know many people who are not from Jammu and Kashmir who joined to me. So for them, I just uploaded the snowfall. I think few days back. So this
Okay.
is yeah. So this is, I think, the season climate that we enjoy. And I also told you that the language that we are the mainly two languages in Jammu provision we spoke and speak right now. Dogri, Kashmiri in Kashmir provision, and Urdu is a language which is spoken, I think, in both region Jammu as well as Kashmir. But the
Mm.
other, like we also having other languages like Gurjari, Pahari, and Gaddis. They are also having their own language. So there are more lot of languages, but still right now like the most prominent one Dogri in Jammu, Kashmiri in Srinagar, and Urdu is in both. But now English is also gaining a pace, little bit like I'm starting and but the craze is not there for English like in other states
Yeah.
because as I started this journey with the English, I consider it's a kind of skill, not something luxury like the people from Bihar, Jharkhand, something like that. They believe that okay, if they know English, they will be something like brilliant, super brilliant. But I consider it's a kind of just way to communicate your ideas and understand what the other person is saying. So
Yeah.
that's the language part. And if you want to know about like the religious one, I would start from the Jammu. In Jammu, you can visit like Raghunath temples. In Katra, you can visit Shri Mata Vaishno Devi, and I think it's famous in the world. And the other
Mm.
part like Shiv Khodi, Lord Shiva's cave in Riyasi. The another one is Amarnath, Shivling's Shiva's
Yeah.
cave, and the other things like mountainic beauty, Patni Top, Sanarsar in my area. And
Mm.
I visited Kashmir not as a whole, but I think two or three districts. So I can't, give you other things about the Srinagar part. But nearby my home, I think it takes hardly 1 plus hour to reach the top of the mountain, and you can view the whole scenery that is like in Srinagar part. So basically, I said, no, it is, I think, northern part of the Jammu provision, like I live in Udhampur. So yeah, these are
Yeah.
the things. And if I were to tell you other like fruits, we are having in Asia's famous variety of apple, like variety of apples. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is and the other part like Pashmina
That
star.
apple juice. Yeah, I tasted that apple juice. It was really nice taste. Like taste was really nice, and that juice is like smoothie kind of thing, and taste is really different.
Yeah,
And people are making that juice from the tree. They picking up apple from tree, and then they make juice like fresh juice. So it was taste was really nice.
yeah. So other things like the fruits, walnuts, almonds, they are very, I think, especially in the sense that, if you buy from the market, it may happen that you get tricked by the shopkeeper. But,
Hmm.
if you actually buy from the people who, I think, grow like in our home, in my home, we grow these almonds, I think, in walnuts. So these are very, I think, special quality walnuts. You can, break them by breaking, pressing in the hand. So these are something like that. These are the things that we enjoy as a person. So that's about the things that I have in my mind. Yeah.
Yeah, so is Kashmir is safe for like visiting because there are people who always have some fear in their mind. They don't want to go Kashmir, but I never feel like that because I have been there and people are also very nice there, and it is a kind of heaven. So what do you think about this? Is it true or is it not true?
If you remember the statement like the paradise on earth is Kashmir, isn't it?
Yeah,
Have you heard about it? The paradise on earth that is Kashmir.
yeah.
So it is not something, imaginary. It's reality because I have been to other states of India. I know people personally. I have, contacts with them. And the most important thing there that I realized the difference in between Jammu and Kashmir and other states is that the people, the culture is brilliant. The people are very caring in Jammu and Kashmir. Of course, like if you cross, I think Pathankot to other southern part of India, there are fear in the mind that okay in the train like people may store your things, but once you cross, I think Pathankot, you can sleep without caring about the luggage and something like that. And this is the culture. In I witnessed that in southern part of India when parents marry their daughter, the son-in-law has the parents of the daughter has to, I think, touch the feet of the son-in-law. But this is not the case in our, I think, culture because we consider parents something related to God. So God can't, make to bend on the knee and toe something like feet. So these are the cultures. But of course, I am not degrading other, parts of India. Everyone is having their own. But this is the
Yeah,
special. And, I'm from Jammu and Kashmir. So when I interacted to the people who went to Jammu and Kashmir, stayed for years, basically many people are coming to Jammu and Kashmir. Why? The climate is so pure. We don't have
mm,
pollution things like that. Of course, like I live in village and till 2022, I don't have the electricity. And but after the 2022, electricity is okay now, but it's still not here in my home because some days it comes and some days it not. But the road is the construction work of road is going on right now. The education system is just improving, but the
yeah,
purity of heart, the purity of things, we used to enjoy this very good. Like when I was doing my studies, like master something like that, I shifted to city, but I hardly spend my studies here. And then once I complete, I came back to my home because it's very tough for me to survive in the city, the pollution, the things. But in my home, I'm sitting, in my room, studying, doing the things that I used to do. It's very easy, no noise. And these are the very, peacemaking things we enjoy in life. But this is not the case with other states. Of course,
yeah.
you need some industry, something like that for economy purpose. But totally ignoring your other, I think, perspectives of your life and focusing on this aspect, I don't think this is a development, but degradation, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, so you are saying very true because I spent 3 or 4 days there and it was like very awesome, and there is a peace environment was so peaceful and people are very nice and pure hearted. They are very there is they have a simple living but still they have a pure hearted. They always happy to help others. So I really enjoyed. So if anyone want to spend some time, they can like once in a life they should visit Kashmir. It's very beautiful place.
There is a habit in our people, Jammu and Kashmir. If you ask someone, sir or madam, can you please tell me the way to reach somewhere? They not
Hmm.
only tell place, the path, but walk with you to make you reach
Yeah,
the right destination. But this is not the case with other states. No matter whichever state you visit, they if you ask to the people in other states about the path, they will look at you. "Oh, this guy don't know. This madam, But this is not the case in our state. Once ask sir, I don't know, I want to reach the place. So they not only tell you the path, they will walk along with you so that
yeah,
you I think reach the destination comfortably. So these are the things that we enjoy. But basically, it's up to the people because as rightly said by a I think Greek philosopher and the
mm,
Plato, he was, and he said that a nation is not something beyond the people. It is the people's nation, and nation is I think made by the people because after all, a nation is of the people. And
mm,
but is there the mindset of the people? Same is the mindset of the nation. So
yeah,
basically, it's mind, but are the ways they want to adopt in their life.
mm,
Maybe because nowadays we are following the whole world is after materialistic things, so they are hardly caring about the spiritual, the character, the ethical, the moral, something like that. So maybe this be the
yeah,
effect of the I think materialism.
right. That is true. Yeah, you were saying right.
And
Yeah.
another like the you when said that. If the people want to visit Kashmir, what is about the security. So before the removal of Article 370, there was some issues like once I went to Srinagar, and there was some clash between the people, and we faced some issues, and many will fight something like that. There was a little bit vision in the mind of the people. But right
Hmm.
now, once the Article 370 is removed, no one can dare to pick up a stone and throw at you, because the security. Okay, I don't say that we are the people that each and everybody is perfectly fine. No, there are peoples, radicalized mind people, but
Hmm.
they are basically radicalized by the people who are having some vested interests, like the political mafia, something like. I don't call them politicians, because they are the mafias. They're just masking themselves politicians, something like that. Think of the things that has happened to Kashmir, and before the removal of Article 370, we were basically struggling, years about education and other basic things. But now things are working, and now are things improving. So I think now things are very fine for the people who want to, visit the Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir. Just come freely, no issue,
Yeah.
no security. Right now, right people are there to take care of you, because
Yeah.
and basically it's not people. People are very innocent. People are very simple in each and every state. The people who are, having radicalized mind, they are not radicalized mind, but basically they are having some vested interests, and
Hmm.
they get pay, they get money for doing these kind of things. So why they will care about you? Because after all, they are caring for the money. So yeah, now things are fine. You can come freely.
Yeah, that is true. And my experience was also good. So I'm very happy to visit there again. Yeah.
Next time visit like when the snow is falling, because to witness these kind of things is very, I think loving, because it is not the case with you. Like, is it so that you see snow in your state?
Yeah. Sorry?
Snow has fallen in your state or not?
My state.
Yeah.
No, no, there is no snowfall, but my hometown is Uttarakhand, so there was sometime there is sometime snowfall like in January or in December only.
Yeah, in Uttarakhand,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Himachal, of course. Yeah.
Yes, in Nainital sometime there is a snowfall, but otherwise I live in Gurugram, so it is a part of Haryana, so there is no snowfall. Weather is
Okay.
quite hot there. Here.
Why Gurugram? Don't you think that there are opportunities in your state, like you said, Uttarakhand?
Yeah, because I got married in Gurugram, so that is why am living in Gurugram. There is a like after marriage, I have to live with my in-laws now. That is why I'm living here. Otherwise,
Okay.
I love my place, Uttarakhand. Like I love my place.
Yeah. So, I want to ask a question like, is it love marriage or arranged marriage?
Yeah, it is a arranged marriage.
So, you know, what is the number that the rating that you want to give to, arranged marriage and love marriage? Because you have the experience of arranged marriage, and you are also witnessing the cases of love marriage in the society. So, what is the, I think, ranking that you want to give to these institutions like love marriage and arranged marriage?
Okay, love marriage, yeah, I feel love marriage is better than arranged marriage because I feel if we get married to a person, so that time it's very difficult if we are not compatible, we are not ambitious, so that time it's very difficult because I am very ambitious and I want to do so many things. Oh, and it is very difficult to live in a family and work on your dreams. So I feel yeah, if I got a like if I did love marriage, then it would be good for me because that person maybe that person would be support me. But like in arranged marriage, we have to face a lot of difficulties. Nobody is gonna say you have to you have to accomplish your dreams. So that is very difficult for girls. I believe.
But there are issues like in love marriage. What happens is that why same is the case. The ratio is little bit made different. Like you can consider boys 60% and girls 40%. They used to do
Yeah.
like tricky things with with each other. Like they used to show the dream something like that. And once they got something, better than you, they kick you off out of, their life, and they start dating something like that with other people. So somehow your life is going to be, get spoiled. So there are issues like trust issues and something like, when
In
we
love,
start, yeah,
in
when
love
we,
marriage.
yeah. So,
Okay, yeah, yeah. There is uncertainty in love marriage also.
yeah, basically why I'm very, I have, considerations for both, but in arranged marriage there is, I think, lesser, of course there are chances that you may get, I think, bad things after marriage, but before marriage there is no chance that the other person, the other people may, you know take an advantage of your trust, something like that, because this is not affordable. But in love marriage it is possible, it is, I think, accessible. So many a times I have witnessed in my life that, people, sometimes it is the girls and sometimes it is the boys, who suffer this, I think, tricky things in their life. So how
Hmm.
to balance the both, like in love marriage and arranged marriage? Yeah.
Sorry.
So how to balance that, these kind of things, like, in arranged marriage there are chances that after marriage you may feel, get bad treatment. And
Hmm.
in arranged marriage, love marriage, there are chances that before the marriage you start, getting the, I think, bad treatment, because suppose someone is, loving you before the marriage, and if he's getting some, no one is better and lesser better, but maybe it's imagination. And if someone is getting, other person, according to him, that okay, this is the better one, then he is going to kick you out of his life. So I'm just asking that how to balance these, uncertainties, like bad treatment after arranged marriage and bad treatment, before I think of course, in love marriage, before marriage.
Yeah, so now I got your question. So I feel marriage is just a kind of gambling. We cannot say it is going to work or not. So it is like, or it is depend on our luck and our like luck and destiny. So I don't know how to balance these things because I was a very studious kind of person. So I don't know how to balance these things. So sometimes I frustrated to balance those things like study and like relationship. So it is very difficult for me. I also want to get some advice who are very good in these two things. If you have any advice, you can give me because I also feel like yeah, I need some advice and guidance also.
I, hardly can afford advice, but of course, if you are asking that, I can recommend you, one book that, read it, like men's are from Mars and women are from Venus, something like that. I'm, basically forgetting the title. The first one is that men's are from Mars and women is are from
From
Venus. Yeah. So this is a book,
okay,
in that they have talked about the relationship. But
yeah, research
according,
def I will
yeah,
read definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
According to me, when I, said that I have little bit interest in the philosophy, and philosophy provides you answers in the sense that be
Hmm.
good at first, at your heart, and then try to amend other people's. Like if somebody is not, getting that kind of mindset according to you, then better, first give him or her chances. And if you realize that okay, my chances, I mean, my giving chances and your liberty is not, I think, useless, so then you make, I think, separation between you and other partner. But the first
Hmm.
thing is that give the chances and be good at, like I want to say it, in according to statement by Gandhi, that if you want to see the change, be the change if you want to see the change. So according to philosophy, these are the answers, like if someone is treating you bad, the very things that you need to do is that make other person understand, because see, I'm also a human being. It doesn't matter that which gender you are having. you know Gender is just a kind of identity card, but at the core of heart you are human being. Same is the case with the other person, whether it's man or woman, because both are having the emotions, something like that. If if my body is I think getting hit by somebody, something, definitely I'm going to feel the pain, as same is the case with you. So the
Yeah.
first thing you make other person realize, see, I'm a human being, and you basically, for a healthy relation, you have to maintain some, I think, barriers that must not be, crossable by each other, like some limits. And once that another person cross that limits, that's done. I'm done with you, and now better it is for me to, I think, revert to my life instead of, I think, indulging again after you cross the limit. So yeah.
Right. Yeah, that is true. So yeah, for this we should read some philosophy book kind of book. Yeah, so
Yeah.
let's come to your English. Let's
Yeah.
come to your English because we have completed 25 minutes, so we have to sum up the session also. So, how did you learn this language and what do you do for your English? Because you are speaking good, you are not fumbling and all. So that is why I'm asking.
Uh, Basically, two things helped me, two or three things helped me to, speak the way I'm speaking right now. The first one is that when I started the journey with English, I started focusing on vocabulary. See, I completed my studies with Hindi medium, so that's why I'm telling you the steps. Like the first one, I focus upon vocabulary. The second one, I focus upon tenses, and the third one, and you can see that right now, which made me to speak the way I'm speaking, is reading as much as possible. Reading each and everything, whatever come to my hand, I start reading. So all the time, read different kind of things, not one. Because if you read one kind of thing, one category of books, definitely you are not going to be a dynamic personality because you are going to speak very narrow words and expression. Yeah, you are going to give only narrow expressions. If you want to be a dynamic personality? If you want to answer each and everything the other person may ask you, then better it is for you read it and everything, like go with the history, go with the geography, go with the politics, go with the philosophy, go with the anthropology, sociology, and I think literature and motivational content as well. So once flip through these books that I just narrated, you get a little bit I think the information, not only information but knowledge as well. And there are many things that may come across you that make your life and enriching. So these are the things that you can adapt in your life to be the person you want to be. Because see, unless until you get up from your bed, you are not going to see the sun. And
Mm,
you are, if you are not going to see the sun, definitely you are not going to realize the value of the sun. But once you get up and see the sun, then after you realize the value. So same is the case with this kind of books. It is, I think, useless to name and something like that these books. Once go to the books and read the books, at least you will get two things: vocabulary, if you are just asking about the English vocabulary. The other one, that just how to use the words, because same words can be used according to a context. So these are the things that you can apply in your life. And the last one is that practice as much as possible. Yeah.
yeah, practice is also very important part of this language.
Because if you start reading continuously, it becomes your habit, and like it becomes a part of your neuron system. Like you get up early in the morning, like you take your meal, like you bath in the daily on daily basis. Same is the case with things that happen in our life, even if it
Yeah.
is English. So if you make this process a habit of your life, then definitely it's easy for you, right? Like right now it's easy for me because I don't have time to practice separately. I'm talking to you is a practice for me. So I'm not perfect, but basically I'm growing. So that's it.
Okay, yeah, that's great. You are sharing like everything you are explaining very well. Thank you so much. Yeah, so
So
do you have any question or we have to sum up the session?
yeah, basically I was having many things to discuss, but no, so we will have discussion. Because before starting this talk, I was having the idea that okay, what are the things that I'm going to discuss about. And then
Mm,
the idea came to my mind, like I was reading an article in the newspaper, so it was related to like whether women should continue I think adopt, take a short name of their husbands, like Priya Bandopadhyay, Priya Devi. Before marriage, she was Priya Devi, but after I think marriage, she became, I think, Priya Bandopadhyay. Bandopadhyay title, from husband side. So these
mm,
are the questions, like woman, uh, liberty, finance, education, other, social inequality, unpaid work. I was having many things, but suddenly the conversation I went to another direction, so I stopped talking about that. So Don't worry, we will have this kind of discussion. If you
Yeah.
have the yeah.
Yeah, we will talk again for these kind of things. And yeah, it was really nice talking with you. Thank you so much for joining me.
Okay, man. Thank you so much because
Yeah,
you also time. So yeah,
thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a good day.
thank you.